The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.
Welcome back to the show. David Pakman here. I want to remind you that the David Pakman Show is mostly supported by individual memberships like yours, or potentially like yours. So become a member today at davidpakman.com. You'll get the podcast commercial-free audio and video of the bonus show, now produced 4 times a week. And just today, Louis, we were updating the archive that dates back to 2005. It's incredible the amount of programming that there now is. Every bonus show and every podcast is in the archive that members get. Who could possibly even listen to that much stuff? Certainly not me.
Someone who is perhaps unemployed or is obsessed with David Pakman.
Okay, so you're talking probably about 93% of the audience is in that Venn diagram you've just explored.
I'm stating that 93% of the audience is unemployed and obsessed with David Pakman.
No, I'm kidding.
I would never make that claim.
No, it's a ton of content, though. It really is amazing how much we put up there. And really, anything from 2007 back, I prefer people not listen to, but it's there if you insist.
Yeah, we should probably just delete all of it. You know, keep no record of things we've said in the past that we don't want people to hear.
No, it's not that I don't want people to hear the things that were said. It's just the shows.
Oh, I know how bad it was back then.
The shows were not particularly well put together.
I'm aware.
I don't have to tell you twice, is what you're saying.
Right.
There's a proposed law which would declare single parenthood a contributing factor to child abuse. As if it weren't already hard enough to be a single mom or dad, there's a new bill in Wisconsin that's associating single parenthood with child abuse. This is Senate Bill 507. It's sponsored by State Senator Glenn Rothman and State Representative Donald Pridemore. I won't insult you by telling you whether they're Democrats or Republicans. You know, I know, Louis knows, we all know. It's the normal drill, Louis.
Right.
It takes the state-funded Child Abuse Prevention Board to task for not railing against single parenthood. And Grothman described to Fox 6 Now what he says is a direct association between abused children and parents who aren't married. He says a child is 20 times more likely to be sexually abused if they're raised by, say, a mother and a boyfriend rather than their mother and father. Now, according to the language of the bill, the goal of this is simply to promote public awareness of the problems of child abuse and neglect. But in promoting those campaigns and materials, the Child Abuse Prevention Board is going to emphasize that non-marital parenthood is a contributing factor to child abuse and neglect. Now, obviously, this is angering single parents everywhere, Louis, especially Wisconsin, where they make up 1/3 of all parents. I would like to see the scientific data to back this up, because they have not presented any in any interview I've seen, in any of the language of the bill, the evidence that single parenthood is a contributing factor to child abuse does not exist. And let's go even further, Louis. Certainly, I would imagine these two individuals are not fans of gay adoption. Do you realize that the child abuse rate for gay adoptive parents is almost zero? You won't hear that talked about in the mainstream media, particularly not by people who would propose such a bill.
Of course not, no. But I think it would be great to hear where they got their information.
Not to mention, Louis, that staunch conservatives are more likely to use corporal punishment, which has been shown time after time to create the potential for severe emotional trauma. Shouldn't we, under that logic, classify conservatism as a threat to children?
I think we can classify it as a threat to many things.
Not just children. You would actually go further.
I would. Wouldn't you?
Oh?
A threat to women, a threat to children.
That's for sure.
A threat to men, a threat to the well-being of everyone in this country.